All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. Government approves over 5,000 crore rupee project to ensure reliable and uninterrupted natural gas supplies to consumers in Northeast. President Donald Trump says US ready to embrace peace, but Iran must abandon nuclear ambitions and stop supporting terrorism. Centre issues revised guidelines for mutual legal assistance in criminal matters with other nations. Cold wave conditions intensify as parts of North India receive fresh rain and snowfall. And in badminton, V Sindhu, Saina Nehwal, Prannoy and Verma to play second-round matches at Malaysia Masters tournament today. The government has approved Viability Gap Funding (VGF) of 5,559 crore rupees to build a natural gas pipeline grid covering 8 northeastern states. The government said that the grid would ensure reliability and uninterrupted natural gas supplies to consumers. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs (CCEA) approved the capital grant for the Indradhanush Gas Grid Limited yesterday in New Delhi. This is the second such funding by government for the pipeline project. The total cost of the grid is 9,256 crore rupees and sanctioned VGF will cover 60% project cost. The 1,656-kilometer pipeline will connect Guwahati to major cities in the region such as Itanagar, Dimapur, Kohima, Imphal, Aizawl and Agartala. Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said the project is critical towards implementing Hydrocarbon Vision 2030 for the Northeast. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar said in-principle approval has also been given to sell equity held by 4 central public sector enterprises and 2 state PSUs in Neelachal Ispat Nigam Limited.
इस बार नीलांचल इस्पात में जिनके मुख्य शेयर है डिसइन्वेस्ट करेंगे, जो नया ऑक्शन में विजयी होगा उसको ये शेयर मिलेंगे। उससे नीलांचल इस्पात का रूप बदलेगा, रोजगार बढ़ेगा, नया तकनीक आएगा।
The CCEA also approved strategic disinvestment of Minerals and Metals Trading Corporation Limited, National Mineral Development Corporation and Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. President Donald Trump has said that the US is ready to embrace peace with all those who seek it, but he said the US would immediately impose additional financial and economic sanctions on Iran until it changed its behavior. He added that Iran must abandon its nuclear ambitions and end its support to terrorism. In a televised address from the White House yesterday, he said Iran appears to be standing down after it fired missiles at American bases in Iraq. He added that this is a good thing for all parties concerned and no US or Iraqi lives were lost in yesterday's attacks. Trump also said that the fact that America has a great military and equipment does not mean it has to use it. On the other hand, Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei described the missile attacks as merely a slap, but said that the US must leave the region. Iran said it acted in retaliation after the assassination of General Qasem Soleimani last week. Meanwhile, last evening, at least 2 rockets fell in Baghdad's heavily fortified green zone where US embassy is located. However, there were no reports of any damage or casualties. Iraq's Foreign Affairs Ministry summoned the ambassador of Iran to object to the missile attack on the bases in Anbar and Erbil. In a statement yesterday, it said it considers them a violation against the Iraqi sovereignty. Meanwhile, Iran's ambassador to the UN, Majid Takht Ravanchi, told the world body that Iran respects Iraq's territorial integrity. In a letter to the UN Security Council and Secretary General Antonio Guterres, the diplomat said that the operation was precise and targeted military objectives, thus leaving no collateral damage to civilians. He added that Iran recalls its dedication to the maintenance of international peace and does not seek escalation or war. Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has said that India is preparing to deal with all kinds of situations amidst the rise in global oil prices. The spike comes due to heightened US-Iran tensions.
मैंने विदेश मंत्री से सविशेष आलोचना किया है। विदेश मंत्री जी ने तेल उत्पादनकारी देशों की उनकी काउंटर पार्ट से भारत की कंसर्न को उठाए हैं। पेट्रोलियम मिनिस्ट्री, विदेश विभाग, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की कार्यालय, ये सारे विषय पे नजर रखें। हम सारे प्रकार की सिचुएशंस को सामना करने के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं।
The Centre has issued revised guidelines for mutual legal assistance in criminal matters with other nations. The step is a part of the government's policy of zero tolerance for crime and endeavours to fast-track the dispensation of justice. India has mutual legal assistance treaties with 42 countries and is a signatory to various international conventions for cooperation in criminal matters. The Home Ministry is the designated central authority for this. It said by incorporating various legal and technological developments in recent years, it aims to make documentation more compliant with international requirements. A report.
The revised guidelines provide step-by-step guidance to the investigation agencies for drafting and processing letters rogatory or mutual legal assistance request and service of summons, notices and other judicial documents. The guidelines have taken into account the concerns raised by various courts for prompt and timely responses in service of documents to persons residing abroad. These revised guidelines have provision for service of documents to authorities of foreign country, preferably within 10 days of receipt of request in respect of offences committed against women and children. With Anand, Bhupendra Singh, AIA News, Delhi.
Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has notified the new wetland conservation rules. The rules prohibit setting up or expansion of industries and disposal of construction and demolition waste within wetlands. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Today is Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. The day is celebrated every year to mark the contribution of overseas Indian community in India's development. It commemorates the return of Mahatma Gandhi from South Africa to India on 9th of January 1915. The event is organized by Ministry of External Affairs every year on this day since 2003. On the occasion of the 16th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas today, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will interact with Indian diaspora across the globe through a digital video conference. Army Chief General Manoj Mukund Narawane will be visiting Siachen this morning. This is his maiden visit to any forward post after taking the charge as India's 28th Army Chief. More from our correspondent.
General M.M. Narawane will be visiting the base camp of world's highest battlefield Siachen in a while from now. This is his first visit to Siachen as Army General. At temperatures touching as low as -50 degrees Celsius, the survival itself is a battle in Siachen. Army is guarding the country's boundaries in very hostile environment. General Manoj Mukund Narawane will lay wreath at Siachen War Memorial to pay homage to the martyrs. Later he will interact with the local army officials. Ramesh Chandra for All India Radio News from Siachen Base Camp.
Director General of J&K Police Dilbag Singh has stressed upon officers to be vigilant as enemies of peace are looking for chances to disrupt harmony. The DGP stated this in security review meetings held during his visit to the twin districts of Shopian and Pulwama in Kashmir yesterday. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu has directed officers to rationalize distribution of food grains across the Union territory under various programs and schemes. He also directed the speeding up of Aadhaar seeding of ration cards. The LG was reviewing the functioning of Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs Department in a meeting in Jammu last evening. Tamil Nadu police have busted a terror fundamentalist module by arresting 8 people. 3 were arrested in Bengaluru on Tuesday and remanded to judicial custody in Chennai yesterday. 5 others were arrested earlier. The country's largest public sector bank, State Bank of India, has announced a residential builder finance with buyer guarantee RBBG scheme. It aims at giving a push to residential sales and improve home buyers' confidence. Under the scheme announced yesterday, the SBI will issue a guarantee for completion of select residential projects to customers who have availed home loans from it. The scheme will focus on affordable housing projects priced up to 2.5 crore rupees in 10 cities initially. Cold wave further intensified in the northern parts of the country following yesterday's rain and snowfall. States including Delhi, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh received rainfall. Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand also witnessed snowfall and rain in various areas. The rain and snowfall added to the chill in the air and led to a dip in temperature in the region. Yesterday, the national capital and adjoining areas received light to moderate rainfall. The weatherman has predicted cloudy sky, and today's maximum and minimum temperature are likely to hover around 16 and 9 degrees Celsius. In Uttarakhand, life has been disrupted following snowfall, rain and dense fog in the state. As per reports, road transport and train services have been badly affected in the plain areas of the state. It also affected the air services this morning. Many roads have been blocked in the state following the snowfall. Nainital also received fresh spell of snow, and our correspondent reports that a large number of tourists reached there to enjoy the snowfall. Ace Indian shuttlers will play their second round matches at the Malaysia Masters Badminton tournament today. V Sindhu, Saina Nehwal, Prannoy and Verma are all in the lineup at Kuala Lumpur. Prannoy will face world number 1, Japanese Kento Momota, while Samir is up against local Lee Jia. Reigning world champion Sindhu will take on Aya Ohori of Japan, and Saina will face off Ahn Se-young of Korea. B. Sai Praneeth and the seasoned Kidambi Srikanth bowed out of the tournament in the first round yesterday. The country is gearing up for the Khelo India Youth Games to be held in Guwahati from tomorrow till the 22nd of this month. Assam Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal, Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Kiran Rijiju, and a host of star athletes will grace the opening ceremony at Indira Gandhi Stadium tomorrow. Mr. Sonowal has said that the competition has started a sporting revolution in India. Mr. Rijiju said that the games have certainly inspired the youth of the country to take up sports. Our correspondent reports.
Around 6,800 athletes from teams of 37 states and union territories will compete in a total of 20 sports events, including new additions of lawn bowls and cycling across 11 venues in Guwahati. Maharashtra and host Assam will be fielding the biggest contingents in the games. A state-of-the-art show created with the innovative use of lighting and technology will be the highlight of the opening ceremony. Performances by ethnic communities from across Assam and an act to champion the Fit India movement is also included in the ceremony. The Assam government has also announced cash awards for the winners. Nazbin Sarkar, AIR, Guwahati.
And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Abhishek Mukhopadhyay.
Thank you, Anuja. The mention of the ongoing protests across the country over JNU violence cover the front page of all the newspapers today. The Asian Age Rights HRD tells VC, talk more to students, professors. The Mail today says, attack on CCTV grid is linked to campus violence 2 days later. The US-Iran face-off also hogs the front page of all the dailies today. Trump backs away from further conflict after Iran hits US troops, writes The Hindu. The pioneer quotes an Iranian envoy, we will welcome if India helps mitigate crisis. Ready to embrace peace, says US, writes the Tribune. Foreign cases registered over illegal immigration, notes the Hindustan Times. Commercial coal mining opened up for all, cites the Economic Times, as the government ready to clear a road for auctions of iron ore mining leases. And finally, Vincent Johnson will have the rare distinction of taking part in the Republic Day parade yet again. A Hindustan Times headline writes, Navy musician to perform on Republic Day for the 16th time. And with that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Abhishek. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Government approves over 5,000 crore rupee project to ensure reliable and uninterrupted natural gas supplies to consumers in Northeast. President Donald Trump says US ready to embrace peace, but Iran must abandon nuclear ambitions and stop supporting terrorism. Center issues revised guidelines for mutual legal assistance in criminal matters with other nations. Cold wave conditions intensify as parts of North India receive fresh rain and snowfall. And in badminton, V Sindhu, Saina Nehwal, Prannoy and Verma to play second round matches at Malaysia Masters tournament today. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.